You didn't see it until you were in there, and at that point, it's too late.
So why was that a good idea that you called me, Brian? Nice job, by the way.
So I didn't put somebody in a coffin or in a hospital.
Okay. How could that have affected your day if you wouldn't have called me?
I think it affected more than just a day, because it affected, you know, you gotta live, if you kill somebody, you gotta live with it the rest of your life.
Also, congratulations to Brian. He's got his 5-year anniversary was last week on the 22nd, so
Thank you.
I haven't been here for the whole 5 years, but who here thinks Brian would make it 5 years? Congratulations, buddy.
I didn't think it'd make.
Congratulations.
I was thinking more like 5 weeks.
I was thinking about 5 hours.
Hey, listen, don't steal his spotlight, Cleve. We'll get to you. We'll get to you.
Let it, his head's so big now, just let it be there for a while.
George went to.
So guys, why do we coach each other?
To learn from their experience.
To piggyback off Brian's share this morning, continuous improvement. So how do we get continuous improvement from coaching each other?
It's just a mindset. I mean, you're, thinking safety all the time, and if your partner needs, a few extra, help, or they help you, it's just keeping things going the way they're supposed to be.
So real quick, John, I'm not picking on you, but yesterday, what happened with the roll-off box? What was wrong with that whole picture?
Other than me being on top of it, no, it already.
Okay, so number one, you being on top of it, why was that not a good idea?
Because I could fall off.
Okay, guys, this is a serious safety share, because I'm gonna go somewhere with this. Okay, so number one, not being on top of it. Number two, what were you not wearing?
Burning bucket.
Okay? So, third step. Gary, what were you doing?
Trying to level out the load,
Okay.
so it
So,
wouldn't be so high.
I didn't see how John got on top of that box.
Climbed up the ladder on the side of it.
Okay. But I did see, when I looked out my window, what I did see is I saw the forklift, I saw John going up, and I couldn't tell where the forklift actually was. At first, I believe Joey was standing in my office, I said, holy shit, John's standing on the forks of the forklift and they're picking him up to the box. But that's because that's what I saw from my window. So either way, the situation's already set, right? I see John on his way up the box, sitting in the box, I see no hard hat, then I see Gary out there with the forklift, and the forklift is fairly close to John. So what happened, guys, ultimately, before that box got crushed down or whatever you were trying to do? What happened to the forklift?
The head fell off.
Yeah,
Again?
Okay,
because I was trying to just level out the piece of steel that was there. I was going horizontal with it, and it just came right off.
so this morning we're talking about coaching each other. At what point, in just the 3 steps that we talked about that led up to the position that you were both in, at what point should we have coached each other?
Well, before John got into the box, he maybe should have said, hey, you better get a hard hat on.
Okay. Do we make it a practice to climb into boxes? Okay. Now, I mean, I know roll-off drivers do it. I did it myself for years. But what can happen when we don't coach each other?
Accidents.
I read something yesterday that's really cool. It says that an angry coworker towards you is better than one that you visit in the hospital. Makes sense? So, what would we do next time? John, and this is just a safety share. I'm not calling anybody out. But we've had several happenings at this division since I've been here where we have coached each other and we haven't coached each other. What could have been the outcome had we not came out there?
If I could have fallen off, the head could have fallen and landed on gear.
But before any of that, that box should have never been loaded that high. Jimmy smashed it down, and it was ready to go. And somebody put more stuff on it, should have never happened.
Okay, so George, let's peel it back again. Where should we have coached? If somebody saw Jimmy doing that or not doing that, and not to call out Jimmy, but where should we have stopped that process?
Who's ever bailing can climb up that side of that ladder on that box and look in there to see where he can put it or if it can be put in.
Okay. So why is it good to coach, guys? Why is it good to coach each other?
Don't know this happened.
Everybody stay safe.
And,
We talked about this Friday.
Yes,
This was
and-
our-
Friday.
This was
yeah,
our deal.
and the
Over
forklift
box.
should have never, ever been over there. The front end loader should have been there.
Bingo.
Well, that head almost fell off Saturday, wasn't it, on you, Jake?
Tuesday it fell off.
Okay, so guys, this is a great morning launch, okay? Not because of the negatives of it, but the positives that we can learn from it. So, I asked you, why do we coach? So what are we gonna do moving forward, guys? We just talked about it Friday when I wasn't here, thank you. This had the ingredients, I'm calling this a near miss, actually. And it could have been catastrophic or fatal. So, what are we gonna do moving forward?
Keep the communication there.
That forklift needs to be put out of service till they figure out why the head keeps coming up, because it come apart on him Saturday.
You see
They
somebody,
need to do parts.
He knocked the rotator off, not the head.
okay guys, let's have that maintenance conversation after this. Somebody could've got killed. If you see somebody doing something that's unsafe, what do we do? Okay.
Like I had Jake get out of the baler that one day when that belt wasn't shut.
All right, confront them, coach them, stand them up, come get me, whatever we gotta do. Thanks, let's have a great and safe day.